How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Now, yesterday was a shitty day because YouTube yesterday wasn't working. They even tweeted it out themselves, which I might get the Twitter post up here on the channel just real quick. But YouTube was, again, not working, which, of course, causes me issues because, you know, I've got to upload videos, but I can't really do that when things aren't working. So here it actually is, for anybody curious. They had an issue, like you can see right here, working on fixing an issue with some new uploads not appearing on the channel page or subs feeds. We'll also see reports of titles and descriptions not updating for new videos, still investigating full impact, and we'll share updates on the community thread. And yeah, it was a little bit of a shit show, to be frankly honest. My video didn't send out to everybody. The video just really flopped, honestly. A lot of people didn't see it, and that was a really, like, important video for anybody that's interested in what's happening for Generation 8 and when we should expect Generation 8 to happen. So if you haven't seen the video, please check it out. It's going to be linked down below, as per usual. So do check out yesterday's video. Probably also will pop up in the corner over there, like a little button will pop up. You can press that and watch the video as well. Probably watch that before you watch this, because I'll talk about that topic again today, but way smaller than I did yesterday. But let's talk about some speculations and stuff today here, coming from you guys. So that's what I thought today's video will be, looking at speculations and theories from you guys and seeing what they all have to offer. So let's start with this first here. So this was sent to me by Blake Who at Twitter saying, hey, not sure if you've seen this yet, but /the beta bruh posted this on Reddit. And this is something I've already seen already. Like, I've already seen this exact point being made. This guy's in the first one, but it's kind of already summarized here, so it's better to just get through the, you know, the points as written here by the person on Reddit. So, every day since January the 14th, 2019, the Pokemon Twitter feed has been doing a hashtag Pokemon fact. So, as you guys may remember, this is the one they started with, as you mentioned there, Bulbasaur. I originally said that they were going to probably do all the starter Pokemon. That's what I thought at the time, because that's what it looked like, you know what I mean? There was no way to know, but that's what I thought. I was like, maybe they'll do all the starter Pokemon, and then by the end of the starter Pokemon, we could see an announcement or something. But it doesn't seem like what's happening. So these guys got a different theory here, which is kind of interesting, and I've seen a bunch of other people say this as well, so let's look at what it says, though. So, starting with Bulbasaur, I originally thought it was going to be just some fun random thing with all the starters, but today they continued the Kanto Pokedex with Caterpie. Now, I'm going to assume they continue on with the Kanto Pokedex until they finish it. Why? Because, interestingly, 151 days from January the 14th is June the 13th. June the 13th just happens to be the last day of E3 2019. That is very true. So that is very interesting. Like, a very interesting point to make, honestly. Like, yeah, sure, it's all speculation and theories, right? It's an interesting point, because honestly, I mean, that's really far away, okay? We've got a long way to go until we get to June. I mean, we're literally at the end of January. The first month is just over, barely. Not even yet. We still got a few days to go of January, so we're not even at the end yet, but you're already looking at potential stuff like this happening in June. But the games will probably be announced before that. Honestly, the games will probably be announced before that, and one of those reasons I think it's going to be announced way before that is, of course, the video I did yesterday about this merchandise. Now, if you do not know, this merchandise right here will be revealed in 5 weeks, which is in March. This merchandise is listed under top secret. Now, if you do not know what that means, it means that this is definitely going to be something related, or I mean, not definitely, but it's basically a 99.999 percentile that this is definitely going to be something Gen 8 related. Why? Because they don't usually put stuff that's top secret, you know, just randomly, like if it's a figurine for, like, I don't know, a Charizard or some shit. They're not going to put it on the top secret, because why would you put it top secret? Just secret would be enough, you know what I mean? This is top secret, and it's getting revealed in March. Now, we have speculated that the actual reveal for the games is going to happen in either February or March. That's what I've speculated. Some people have said it's going to be April, but I definitely don't think it's going to be in May. The reason why, of course, is because this is a brand new generation of games, which means that it does need a longer promotional cycle. It needs way more time to be promoted than just like, you know, oh, here we go, we've done it, you know, for 1 hour and we're done with it. It needs way more time to be promoted. So I wouldn't expect it to be something that's just going to, you know, be nothing, essentially. This, based on the fact that it's listed under top secret, feels like it's going to be something related to Generation 8, because that's what the most logical thing is. Now, back to what we were talking about a second ago. Now, of course, this is very far-fetched, right? We also got to remember that they're counting down 151 maybe, but we don't know if it's 151 or if they're counting down up to 153, because remember, we have Meltan and Melmetal as well that aren't included there, right? So if it's 153, that's past the last day of E3 at that point, so the theory wouldn't really work. You got to keep kind of that in mind, because Meltan and Melmetal are included in that Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee Pokedex with 152 and 153. So do keep that in mind. That it will be a little bit of a breaking of the it would just kind of break that idea and break that kind of concept and that theory, because it could be possible this has nothing to do with anything, really. So keep that in mind. I just want to point that out because a lot of people do not, like, you know, take that into consideration. Now, back to the actual plush here. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, there is a lot of stuff going on in terms of the merchandising right now. That's very interesting. Apparently, based on, like, the, you know, like, based on what Pokemon are feeling, like the Pokemon Company, they're very excited. They're very hyped up about Generation 8. They're saying that this is going to be a huge year for Pokemon. Now, of course, you can make the argument that, like, oh, but every year is big for them with Pokemon. They always think everything's big, but in all honesty, it's going to just some smudge on my screen. But the thing with the difference here is that they really seem on all levels to be freaking excited about this game far more than anything I've seen before. Like, there was not even close to this level of excitement from the developers or the people at the Pokemon Company about Let's Go. You know, Let's Go just kind of happened and people just didn't really care, right? You know, the developers didn't really, you know, they did interviews, but that's about it. Like, oh yeah, we want to bring Pokemon Go style gameplay to, you know, the main console and kind of combine the audiences and etc, etc. But there was no, like, excitement on that level of, like, we're excited, you do not know this is going to be a huge year, this is a huge year. You never heard that about Let's Go. That never happened. I never heard that about Sun and Moon either. Honestly, I never heard that level of excitement from them. Sure, you know, sometimes they could be like, oh, this is going to be a great game, it's going to be huge or whatever, but I've never heard this much excitement from all aspects of the Pokemon Company and people who are working on Pokemon. It's both the merchandising people, the TCG people, and also, of course, the developers over at Game Freak, as we've been told by King Zell. King Zell told us that the guys over at Game Freak are definitely calling this the Breath of the Wild of their studio and the Breath of the Wild of the Pokemon Company. So it definitely seems like something big is going to be going down here, and this game is these games, you know, whatever they're going to be here in Generation 8, are going to be interesting nonetheless. They're going to bring something new to the table, and I'm really excited about that. So I actually want to ask you guys, if you want to see a video about me talking about some more, like, graphic styles they could use for Generation 8, please let me know. I've got some videos I really want to work on that, about that on, and yeah, if you want to see that, let me know. Also, if you want to see me do videos about some Fakemon, that would be really cool to see, like some fan-made designs, that would be really cool to see in Generation 8, do hashtag Fakemon in the comment section, please, if you do get this far into the video. Now I'll also know who is watching, but if you want to just, you know, see those sort of videos, just kind of something to keep us a little bit busy while we wait for new information, new rumors, that sort of stuff. If you want to see, like, me talking about some Fakemon, that would be cool to see in Generation 8, as well as, like, new Mega Evolutions, new regional variants, like Alola forms, but not Alola forms really, because they're not going to be called Alola forms anymore, because we're not going to Alola again. But if you want to see more of those, let me know in the comment section down below. Please, just let me know, and I will guarantee, you know, just work on that and make some videos that, you know, are a little bit different than our usual daily stuff. So if you want to see some of those, let me know in the comment section down below, guys, and I will definitely take a look at that and see what I can make. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section. Again, do hashtag Fakemon, and I will definitely do that. But that's it for that conversation. That's it for the the merchandise here. If you want to see more information about the merchandise, like I said, check out my video from yesterday, and also check out Pokeshopper. Pokeshopper is the person who shared this with the people in his Discord, and he's the one who, you know, sent this out, and the one I got this information from, and that, you know, provided this. So do check him out. He has a bunch of videos, and he has a video recently about him, you know, just visiting the Pokemon Company, sorry, no, the Toy Fair in London and whatnot, and just getting a bunch of information from that. So if you want to check him out, please do. His channel's going to be linked down below, Pokeshopper at YouTube. But yeah, what are we going to do for the rest of the video? Well, we got this, guys. So this was sent to me by another viewer. I'm going to check really quick which name it came under, because I get so many of these, you know, sort of messages, so I can't always remember exactly who sent this my way. But I'm just going to quickly find who sent this my way, because I want to make sure I give correct credit here. So Alexander sent this my way. So big thank you to Alexander for sending this my way. I really appreciate it, dude. Now, this image here is very interesting. So, what he tries to point out here is that it kind of looks like radiation readings when you look at this image from the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Professor Oak lab. As you can see here on the side, you got these, like, kind of areas where they've got, like, you know, just kind of circles, you know, red in the middle and kind of expanding out. Those do look like the sort of radiation type, you know, circles you see in something like, you know, when there is radiation, like right here. You know, you can see this is Japan, I think. Like the island of Japan, and you can see how, like, these areas are, like, the kind of, I guess, like the highest radiation type of places, I guess. Or it could be something else. I mean, apparently it's radiation readings. Now, I don't know exactly how radiation readings look like. I can also just find another image. Let's see, here we go. we're going to find an image on a map here and see how it looks like. Because they do somewhat look similar right here. You can see these do look very similar because they're kind of expanding outwards, right? Where in the middle is the biggest hot zone. And as you spread out, it gets lesser and lesser. And you can see that kind of right here in this area. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm pointing at. But right there, you can kind of see that it's basically like... I'm trying to look at the screen so I can show you guys better. Right there, you can see how it's red in the middle. And it kind of like goes out. It gets a little bit orange. And then yellow. And then green because, you know, it's safer around those areas, and then, you know, where there's none of it, that means there's no radiation there. So just wanted to point that out because it's kind of an interesting thing to kind of you know, notice. I will be honest and say. So this could mean that this could have something to do with radiation. Now, again, you might say, like, oh, but Japan has been nuked by nukes. Why would they want to do radiation stuff? Dude, people move on about this sort of stuff. Yeah, sure, it's in their history, but for crying out loud, they've done references to war and stuff, and Japan has done some, you know, war shit, if you know what I'm talking about. The people over there literally use that thing that the end people use, like the people who killed a bunch of people in Europe, they use those things in conversations, like the young people use them, because it's like it means like, I'm not sure what it means, but like it's a letter, kind of like a slang in Japanese apparently, and you know what I'm talking about, that specific, you know, icon, which is not good, but also has a relation to just religion in Japan and also in India as well. I know, like, you know, in Hinduism, that symbol means something else. It's also, like, rotated a different way, but, you know, a lot of that stuff. My point I'm trying to get across it. They've moved. Some of them have moved ahead of that, and I don't think you see why, you know, radiation in the Pokemon universe would be something strange. Also, they wouldn't call it radiation as if something bad about it. Rather, maybe an outbreak, right? Maybe an outbreak of a Pokemon virus or something like that. Maybe that's why they would use these kind of, like, you know, outbreak icons. When I first saw these, I thought these were actual cities, right? So that this was showing, like, specific cities, but rather it looks like these could be outbreaks of certain Pokemon that have changed. For example, right here we've got, like, a Rattata, and then it looks like another Rattata right here. Maybe they're talking about, like, an outbreak of new sorts of Pokemon in these areas in this next region, because this doesn't look like anything in Kanto, and I've talked about this before. I did a comparison of this kind of area right here, this beach area, and if it looks similar to anything we've ever seen before in terms of Kanto, because this was in Let's Go Beach, Let's Go Eevee in Oak's lab, and I was trying to compare the coastline, and it doesn't compare to anything in Kanto at all. So I assume this probably is something from Generation 8, probably a hint as towards that. Now, of course, since these are fake letters and they don't mean anything, they're all made-up Pokemon language, it's impossible for us to really know what's going on here or what this relates to, but it could be that in the next generation, there's some sort of outbreak or something happening with Pokemon that's changed them. For example, how we see regional variants, they might be some alternative to Pokemon over there, where these outbreaks happening, Pokemon change their typings because of that, or something in a similar manner. Who knows? My point is, it's an interesting, you know, kind of like thing to notice, and these do look like radiation readings or kind of outbreak zones, you know what I mean? So I just want to bring that up in this video and just kind of talk about it a little. Either way, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, then drop a like down below. My name is RuffledRowlit. Have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Also, for those who did watch this far into the video, hashtag Fakemon in the comment section down below if you want to see some of those videos. Hashtag Fakemon. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.